Hello and welcome back to a new video. Today's video is going to be a little bit different because this one is a case study about a capsule wardrobe that I did for a client recently. I know this is something that interests a lot of you. Last week's video about how not to create a capsule wardrobe has been really popular already, so I thought that I would expand on this information. And I know that for a lot of you with holidays coming up, this is something that you're going to be thinking about, what to pack to take on holiday, and this case study is all about that. So I thought I would talk you through my tips on how to create a holiday capsule wardrobe and show you one that I have created, and hopefully that will give you some inspiration for creating your own. And of course, if you don't want to create it yourself, then I do have a done for you service where I will create you a beautiful holiday capsule wardrobe or a seasonal capsule wardrobe to exactly meet your requirements, and that includes your colouring, your shape, your personality, your budget, your lifestyle. So if it's for a holiday, it's what type of holiday you're going on, how long you're going for, whether you need evening wear, whether you need swimwear. So these are all the things that I take into consideration when I'm creating a capsule wardrobe for you. So if that's something that you would like me to do for you, I'll put a link down in the description box about how you can get that done. And in the meantime, let's get into today's video if you want to do it yourself. So my client Michelle has very kindly given me permission to show you her capsule wardrobe and to talk a little bit about it and to explain where she was going, what she was doing and what she actually needed. So to start with, she contacted me a little while ago and she actually wanted a complete sort of makeover service. But she said to me that one of the key things was that she had a cruise coming up and she wanted to have a beautiful wardrobe for that cruise. Now, she had colour done in the past, but she felt like she wanted to have a bit of a colour update as well. And so first of all, I looked at her colouring and I put together one of my colour documents for her, and no, there wasn't a lot of surprises, but there were a few colours there that she hadn't perhaps thought about wearing before. And also, as I now do with all of my colour service and what I will be teaching in the updated Stylish at 50 Blueprint course, is all about creating a 100% personalised palette to suit you. So not only does it look at your colouring, it also looks at your personality and what I call your style archetype as well. So within that brings out the colours that really mean something to you. So that was our first step, and I'm going to pop a picture in here for you of the colour palette that I created for Michelle. Now Michelle has quite bright colouring. She has dark hair and a lighter skin tone, so she has quite a lot of contrast going on in her look, and she also has a cool undertone, so she can get away with some of those lovely bright pinks and blues and some emeraldy greens as well. And so when I was thinking about her holiday capsule wardrobe, I was thinking that some of these lovely brighter colours would be wonderful in the sunshine. So that was step one. And then step two was looking at her body shape and how to dress her body shape. And of course she has a pretty good idea and understanding of her body shape, but I did do some tweaks for her when I put together some ideas of shapes and styles for her. And one of the key things that I identified was that she would actually look lovely in a wider leg floaty trouser, and this was something that she hadn't really tried before, and she was quite excited to try that. So that was another thing that I wanted to build into her capsule wardrobe. And then of course she had other requirements. So she's going to the Mediterranean, it's going to be hot, as I say, she's going on a cruise, and so she wanted some kind of nice daytime smart casual things to wear for sightseeing. She wanted some nice outfits for the evening as well, to sort of dress up a little bit for dinner, but not not over the top, not ball gownish, but just some nice evening outfit. And then another key requirement that she had is that she needed to protect her chest from the sun. So she had said to me that perhaps some rash guards would be good for swimwear. So that was another thing that I needed to take into consideration, and I was immediately thinking a cruise, something a little bit glamorous with some nice cover-ups as well. And so that was my brief to start with. Now, of course, the other thing that I always do when I look at a capsule wardrobe for somebody is I bring into that their personality as well. Now, Michelle is a lovely, caring person. The job that she does is one where she provides a real kind of pampering service for her clients. And so I wanted to kind of bring out her personality with some of these lovely colours and also some of these lovely soft shapes as well. So if you're putting together your own holiday capsule wardrobe, here are a few things to think about first of all. Obviously, where are you going? What's the weather going to be like? Because that's obviously going to be key to the kind of pieces that you want to include in your capsule. Are there any limitations as far as culture are concerned? I know when we went to Italy a few years ago and we were going into some of the cathedrals and the churches, you need to cover your shoulders. You can't wear anything too bare, so you might need to think about things like that as well. Do you have any issues with having to cover up areas of your body because you need to protect them from the sun as well? What sort of activities are you going to be doing? Now, Michelle said to me that she didn't really want any high heels. She wanted nice sandals that she was going to be able to walk in during the day if she was sightseeing, and she didn't particularly want high heels for the evening either. They're not something that she wears at home, so why put them into a capsule? Because obviously these pieces, we want her to be able to wear them throughout the summer at home as well. So those are a few things that you need to think about when you're putting your capsule wardrobe together. Now, the other thing that you need to think about is a combination of perhaps day and evening outfits. Whether you want to include pieces that can go either for day or evening, and I did do that for Michelle with some of the pieces, and or whether you want things that are much more dressy for the evening. Do you need swimwear? How many pieces of swimwear do you need, or how many do you want? It doesn't have to necessarily come down to need. You know, what do you want to feel like on this holiday? You know, how do you want to come across on the holiday? Do you want a really sort of glamorous poolside look, or are you going to be somewhere where, like I'm going on my holiday, we've rented a house, we have our own swimming pool, so it's going to be private to us. So I don't necessarily need to dress up glamorously beside the pool. So all of those things you need to think about. How long are you going for, and how many changes of clothing do you want? Again, you know, for my holiday, we won't be going out for dinner every night, I don't think. We'll probably have some barbecues by the side of the pool in the evening. So I might want some dressy outfits to go out for dinner, but then on the other hand, I'll want some quite relaxed ones as well. I know it's going to be really hot, so I'm going to want to take natural fibres like cottons and silks and linens to make sure that I don't overheat. Now, when we're on holiday, it's also going to be my birthday, so there will be one evening where I do want a really nice dressy outfit. So these are all the things you need to think about when you're putting together your holiday capsule wardrobe. And then perhaps come up with a list of what types of outfits you want, and also how many different outfits you want. At some point I will do a video of my holiday capsule wardrobe so that you can see what I'm actually packing. So anyway, let's get back to Michelle's wardrobe. Once I've thought about all those different things and taking that into consideration, then you need to start somewhere. And so I actually started with this idea of these nice floaty wide leg trousers, and I found a couple of pairs of trousers in colours that were in her colour palette. And so I do that first of all because there's no point in me coming up with the colour palette and then trying to find things that will fit into that. So what I do is I have a good hunt around. I see what's out there, and I'll find one or two pieces that I think, yes, they're perfect. They're perfect colour-wise, they're perfect shape-wise, they fit with her budget, they fit with her personality, her personal style, and I will bring in those pieces. And then I will start to think about, can I now bring in some perhaps prints that I can mix between those different pieces? And so I'm going to pop a picture in here now of the complete capsule wardrobe that I created. So I started with the emerald green trousers down on the bottom left of the picture, and then I also found these sort of lightweight chambray, almost like a jean trouser but with a slightly wider leg and in a nice sort of relaxed fabric. So with those two pieces I then started to think about what tops could I put with those. And I found the tunic top on the top left hand side which had both of those colours in it. So now I'm starting to build the colour scheme for this capsule. And immediately when you think the green and the blue perhaps don't go particularly well together, but then when you find an item like this tunic that has both of them within a print, you can start to expand your capsule using those colours. Now luckily then I also found over on the right hand side the little rash vest top to go with a pair of bikini bottoms that had that lovely emerald green in. So I knew that I could start bringing in more of this emerald green. And with the blue, obviously, blues look fantastic on Michelle, so I wanted to bring in a variety of blues that I could mix with those trousers. And then, of course, white is always lovely for the summer, and especially when you're going somewhere like the Mediterranean. Whites and blues look beautiful together. That kind of reminds me of the Greek islands. So mixing in some white trousers and a white top. And then I found the skirt that had the mixture of the blue and white together. So you can see that I was starting to expand on this capsule now with the blues, with the whites, the bits with the emerald greens that I had so far. And then I found the sort of floaty top that's the middle of the left-hand column, which I thought would be beautiful for evening, but equally she could wear it with the emerald trousers, she could wear it with the white trousers, and it's something that she could wear to go out for dinner in the evening at home as well. And then I also wanted to bring some pink in because I knew that pink was a colour that Michelle liked, and I found the lovely pink sort of kaftani style print dress that's in the middle of the picture. So from there it just meant that I already had a foundation of colours that I could build on, and you can see I've kind of expanded on that and gone with a few more blues, a few more greens, and then the other tunic top at the top left hand side that's got the pink and the emerald in it. And so although we've got quite a few different colours in this capsule, it does all work together. Now Michelle can wear black because she has got quite dark hair, and she's got quite bright colouring, so black does work on her. And I found the little two-piece, the black print two-piece in phase 8. It was actually in their sale, so it was an absolute bargain. It was, I think it was less than half price, and made from viscose, so again a really nice sort of floaty fabric that she could wear on the holiday too. And then my final couple of pieces, I wanted to add a couple of extra dresses. I wanted to add a lightweight cardigan that she could put in there. So this creamy white cardigan is a viscose one. And I wanted to add some more swimwear for her. So from the same brand that I got the first two-piece from, I found a second two-piece in black, which then meant that I could bring in a black sarong for her. And then the final thing was the swimsuit, which comes up high on the neckline. So although it's a swimsuit, it is covering her chest area, and I thought that would work really well for her. And then of course the finishing touches are accessories. And when you're thinking about what accessories to take on holiday with you, it's always a good idea to go with neutrals and metallics because they go with everything. So a pair of white sandals, a tote bag that's got the white trim on it, and a pair of silver sandals and a silver handbag for the evening. Now those silver sandals she can wear during the day as well, and I wanted to include one other pair of sandals, so I added in the pink wedges. So now I'm going to show you some of the outfits that I created, and of course these aren't exhaustive, there are lots more options, and plus she probably has pieces that she can mix into this as well. So this first selection is a selection of daytime outfits, and I created 2 selections of daytime outfits for her. So here is the second selection of mixing and matching all those pieces together. And then I created her 1 set of evening outfits because she was quite happy to be able to repeat those outfits for the second week. And again, there are other options that she can mix up with those, because she could still bring in some of the other daytime tops to mix in with those outfits as well. And then the final slide here, the swimwear outfits that I created for her. So I hope you can see that actually when you really think about it and you plan it quite carefully, you can create yourself a beautiful capsule wardrobe for your holiday. Now you may already have lots of pieces in your wardrobe and just need to find a few extras, perhaps some new swimwear. So start by looking at what you've already got and think about how you want to expand on that. Are there any pieces that you've had on previous holidays that you absolutely loved that worked really well? And see, you know, perhaps if you no longer have them or they're not in good condition anymore and you want to replace them, then perhaps start there and think about those pieces, because if you got a lot of wear out of them before, there was a reason for that. So see what else you can find. Now, at the moment, the shops are full of all the summer stock. I know that as I'm recording this, Matches has gone into its sale already. A lot of brands have been doing discounts, and I think the fact that I've seen 1 sale start already, the summer sales may well start soon. So I would recommend that even if you're not going away until later, August or September, start thinking about it now, because you might find that with the sales starting, stock starts to get low. And obviously as well, if the sales are starting, hopefully you'll get some bargains too. One thing that I did mention earlier, which I will reiterate, is it can be quite hard if you start with a fixed idea of what you want. So prepare to be a little bit flexible, because it might be that what you want you can't find in the colours or in the right shapes or even in the right budget. So be a little bit flexible, and as I say, if you do want my help, because obviously I've got a very good understanding of what is out there and where to find things and where to look, then I will leave a link in the description box for my capsule wardrobe service. But I will have more of this kind of content coming up, giving you lots of ideas of different locations, what to pack for different locations. But I just thought this one might be really useful for you to get some ideas of how I think about putting a capsule wardrobe together, and to give you a real life example. So thank you very much, Michelle, for letting me use your capsule wardrobe in this example. And if you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, then please do that as well. There's lots more of this kind of content to come. And thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.